Right now at 5:30, the Miami-Dade School Board hearing from dozens of parents demanding 2 controversial sex ed books be returned to the classrooms. And those textbooks are about sex education.
And the school board voted to ban them, but just this afternoon they voted to bring them back instead. Local 10's Hatzel Vela is live with more on what made them change their minds. Hatzel.
Christy, it was who? We are talking about School Board Chair Perla Taveras-Hantman, who changed her vote, changed her mind about the whole issue, citing concerns that they were not being compliant with state regulations. After rejecting sex education books they deemed inappropriate, the school board in Miami-Dade back together again in a specially called meeting to address one issue: how the school district is going to comply with state requirements regarding health education. And because she was concerned over not meeting those requirements, outgoing Chair Perla Taveras-Hantman asked to rescind last week's vote, and the board voted in favor of bringing back those controversial sex education books back to the classroom.
We are respectfully imploring this board to reconsider last week's vote and approve the curriculum. Should that not happen, it is imperative that you expedite the process to choose and put in place a process for students who will miss this required unit and need to make it up.
Once again, we heard from a vast majority of parents and stakeholders who showed up to denounce how the school board voted last week. After last week's votes, parents in Miami-Dade were stripped of their right of opting out of the material. Based on that vote, every student in the district, more than 340,000 students, would not have access to that material. A handful of parents, community activists agree that material should not be in the classroom.
This week it's 9 genders, next week it's 11. So we really have to think about the financial burden it's going to cost us to be replacing these books every time they add genders to the list.
So back out live, we should mention that the outgoing school board chair, Perla Taveras-Hantman, has been here on the board for close to 30 years and is not seeking re-election, which some argue is why she made that decision, meaning there was no political pressure. We should also tell you that the board instructed the superintendent to make sure that parents moving forward know exactly what their options are when it comes to this material, and the fact that they can indeed opt out of learning that such a material from the school district. For now, reporting live from Miami, I'm Hatzel Vela, Local 10.
Okay.